I am trying so hard to learn how to love on me, regardless of what I did not know when I was younger, for not being the person that I am now. There's a lot of things I cannot go back and change, and I'm not going to continue to beat myself down about things that I cannot be changed. Doesn't mean that and what's good is it gonna do me to continue to regret them? I can't change them. Ain't shit I can go back and change. But today I can change who I am, and my outcome might be differently with a whole lot of things. And we keep on seeing that the horrors of war. What different are we expecting? What's going to be different this time? We still got conflicts and wars going on in other countries that no one really wants to address, and not a lot of people are protesting it and standing up for those people that are from this country right here. But then when it's us, and we want our life to matter, we don't want to stand with nobody. We want to stand silently. And I get that. I understand that. We're taught to be quiet. We trained to be quiet. We have to follow after what the masters say, or else we are considered terrorists and they will kill us. And they'll gun us down, and then they'll cover it up. And when we got some inside information that ain't, you kill somebody without even taking them to trial. Saddam Hussein wasn't given a trial. He was not given a trial. Osama bin Laden was not given a public trial. I don't believe in that public execution thing. I don't. So who am I to point my finger at anybody else? I cannot do it. And it saddens me. We keep on seeing wars, and many profit from the wars, and they don't care. It's just another count. It's just man, I don't know them people. I don't either. But then when the bullets get to flying over your motherfucking head, and the fire burning underneath your feet, and you can't run far enough from them bombs that they dropping all around your head, we gonna say, okay, well, my help. Well, no one come help us. We fought many wars. Yes, you fought many wars. We've stood behind many and backed them up during their time of conflict. What about humanity? There's a humanitarian crisis going on around this globe. Everywhere I look, I see conflict. Hallelujah. I pray for peace throughout the globe. I believe it's possible. And I hope it's not like the witnesses say that ain't going to be but like 140 some, 150 some, maybe 200. I don't know how many thousands of people they said is going to be left. Because we looking at, and it ain't the last, we living in the last days. Yes, we are, because of us. Not because of God. Each one of us is our own God, and we make our own decisions, because everything that we hear in here comes from us, not from God. What you hear outside of you, audio outside of your head is different. But what going on inside of your brains and my thought patterns, that's all on me. That's all on me. God wanted it to happen. Because God had a lot of war. He was the war. The beginning, did he not? Maybe he was the first one who had a slave. I don't know. Maybe he was the first one who sold him for a profit. What did he tell Adam? Thou shalt not eat from the tree of life. What's the tree of life anyway? Some people talking about it's an apple. The tree of life, was it a penis? The tree? Does a man not extend outward? And from his penis life comes forward. And we were having a conversation one day, and he said that I'm going to tell you about that tree of life one day, and what it coming from a man, the tree of life. And perhaps I'm like, what is it? Okay, nah, he said, you ain't ready for I'm not saying that what he's going to tell me is true. I'm not saying that it's true, but I'm just saying, because it's a metaphor. It's metaphorically speaking. What is the tree of life? I would think that inside of the earth, the tree of life would be her brain stem that grows out of her. Like her brain and all of the nerves and all of the endings and everything that veins grow out from. All of those things are life sources inside of the human body. So what do we think when we see the earth? Do we think the earth is just a big old glob with no life? No source that keeps it alive. Nothing, it's just here. But because it's cold does not mean it's not alive. So where does the earth's life source come from? Does it come from inside the core of the earth? That even if we're not here, even if all the dirt and all the water and all the sand and all the grass and all of us pass away, that the earth is going to stand forever, because maybe we weren't really meant to be here anyway, because that's how I see how we treat each other. Like we not meant to be here no way. Maybe we some sort of freak not supposed to be here. Where did it come from then? And I said, that's a damn lie, because if it's here, it's meant to be here. And who am I to take it away? Anybody who caught up in a conflict in a war that they don't want to be in, put the guns down and walk away. Guns down, hands up. Weak niggas pull triggers. Let them motherfuckers fight their own dirty war. You don't want all of that blood. You the one gotta sleep with it. They don't. They don't have to live on the front lines of the bloodshed and the blown up bodies and all of the dead people and the bodies torn all apart, and the head over here and the hand over here and the heart over there. And little children, faces just, and some might want to see it. Some might want to see that. And then you got people running towards you, and you don't know if they coming to kill you, if they coming begging you for help. And they covered in dust and they covered in blood. Oh, there's zombies. Oh, no. Those are people that you have done this to. And you got to live with it. Put the guns down and put your hands up. Weak niggas pull triggers. Let them motherfuckers fight their own dirty ass battles. If they can't get out there and do it for themselves, then don't be they fucking puppet. You the one gotta live with that shit. Don't be they robot. No more. I rebuke it. I rebuke the wars. Lock them son of a bitch ass motherfuckers up. Put them in jail. They cannot go to jail because they have created bridges and walls and a hedge around themselves, a hedge of gunmen, a hedge of hired guns that would keep them safe. And they point their finger, and you go, and you do as Master says. Power. See, it was the reason they killed the women when they got my age. Because by that time, we are able to think for ourselves. And we not so impressionable when we get a little bit older. And so they would take in Numbers 31, and they take all of the kings and the queens and kill all of them off. And then they took out, they brought the women and the younger ones back. The only ones that they killed were the kings. Those were the males in Numbers 31. And so they brought the women that would be my age and older and a little bit younger, or the women who become to be a mother and their little ones and the boys and all of them. And they took them with them back to the camp. And Moses got upset with them. He said, listen, the priest said you're supposed to kill everything. Only one you're supposed to keep is the virgin children and the spoils. So the little virgin girl, the little virgins. So they would take the women my age. What do you think they did with them? I mean, how do you think they killed him? What do you think that they do to him back in that time? We seen what Hitler was capable of. Well, not Hitler, he himself, he dictated it. And people still today blaming Hitler more than anyone else because of the weak minds that chose to follow after Hitler. We have other people to blame, not just Hitler. No. A lot of those people were capable of thinking for themselves now. They didn't have to do what Hitler said do just because Hitler said do it. Everybody could have walked away. They wanted to. People wanted to please him. Well, maybe if I can please him, he'll be happy and he'll like me. Fuck that bully. They's fucking bullies. Bullies will push you, and then they'll have their other bully friends to push them because the bully friends are scared of the bully. Who winning? The Russians don't want this war. You think that the people in Afghanistan like being shot upon? Regular everyday people who were murdered because of conflict, because of something they had nothing to do with. When the World Health, whoever they are, NATO or whoever they are, who called such strikes on people should have said, listen, Saddam, we need to sit down and have a conversation with you because the people, is the humanitarian crisis going on. It should be handled that way. And listen, if you don't come in safely, then we're going to send somebody to come pick your motherfucking ass up. That's how that shit's supposed to be handled right there. Listen, we need you to bring your raggedy ass motherfucking ass up in here. And you need to let us know what the fuck going on. We need to know. Why you killing all of these people? Why people being hanged? Why we still having public executions and things like that? And then in order for me to take over with Sodom territory, I got to kill Sodom and all of his children. And now I can come in and run this shit any way I want to. You see, that's that underworld shit that done took over. And how can we address them in a system that they set up themselves, like the Supreme Courts? All of that shit is a thumb in the back of my neck, a bullet in the back of my head, a bullet in my temple, and nothing will be said. Protecting themselves for themselves. It ain't shit we can do. And they take our money and lift off of it and say, listen, this is what's going to happen. This is what we going to do. Making false promises, and we keep on voting for them. I don't need no master. And I'm the one that they would take care of in Numbers 31. And I don't want them to put a bullet inside of my head. I ain't ready to leave here under no bullshit like that. But then I got to live with the threat of something like that being, that it is possible. And then the excuse is going to be, well, you know what? We're not responsible for him. But you are. They work for you. So thus, what about the people on the jobs? On certain jobs? Well, we're not responsible for him. He just work here. And we don't know but we give them a gun. And we give them access to invade people's lives. And we pat them on their back when they break into people's homes and Breonna Taylor them. And we don't know what happened with Sandra Bland. We don't know. We don't know what happened with my son, Jeremy Carlos Miller. We don't know. And they can't tell us. So now what? Then everyone else is kept in place. And they don't need to get their people in line. They need to make sure that their people are addressing other people the right way. Not with no drones, bombing people with drones. I mean, how ruthless. It just gets even more and more ruthless. Everything. Every week, we just sit back like it's a game. like it's a little old game and a controller. And then just take that little old drone and fly it all around out there and boom, 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 just shoot somebody and kill them for real. And then we got our children hearing this shit on TV and knowing it's real. And now they thinking they can kill other people and get away with it because you kill other people and get away with it.